Alright, it is October 4th, 2016, about 6 o'clock in the evening, and the mission is workout extraction, and we are going to do that with this tool that I'm sitting on right now. It is a giant tricycle. Oh shoot, I forgot to put my walking leg, into the free swing phase. Gets rid of all the resistance so it can just bend freely and allow me to ride the bike without resistance kicking in to the knee joint, the artificial knee joint. Okay, so there we go. In both ways, no cars coming. Alright, and now we're off on a 3-mile bike ride again. You guys joining me on this bike ride. Feels good to have company. I'm going to try to think of positive things to talk about. I don't really watch the news, but I know if I did, I'd probably have a lot of negative things to talk about. So, I am just so grateful to be able to work out at all. It's awesome when I have a running leg. It's a lot better. I don't have a running leg right now, but we're getting it done anyway. Getting a workout done during this downtime. That is good. Very good. Very positive thing. To be able to do a workout. Alright. Way of the cars. Ha ha ha. Got the wind in my face right now. It's kind of wearing me out a little faster, going uphill with the wind in my face. We'll hit the rhythm. We'll overpower everything that comes at us. We're going to complete these 3 miles. How are y'all doing? Good, thank you. I just used to be the chief mail officer, at the post office. You know what you call that person who's in charge of all the mail? Postmaster. He was the postmaster for a very long time, many years, 30 or 40 years. He just retired a few years ago. Very nice guy. Gotta watch out for this traffic. Okay. Yeah, I need to sell some more of my artwork. Send it off in the mail. The postmaster reminds me of that. The more people go online and buy my artwork, the more I can put it in the mail, the more I get to see the postmaster. Postmasters become good friends when you're mailing stuff all the time, regularly. You got a green light, it's turning yellow, and I'm making it through. Good Good job, Aaron. That's a positive thing. Made it through the light as it was turning red, and we didn't get run over. Positive, positive. Okay, so we are on Main Street now. Main Street in Gainesville, Texas. Foot fell off the pedal, putting it back on. Alrighty. Now we're on Dixon Street. Headed south. A big bump here. A big bump peppered with little bumps. Just made it through. I don't see any cars in front of me or behind me for now. It's pretty safe. Yeah, being a positive person is very important because it's not all about us. You know, we may be having a bad day, or somebody else may be having a worse day. And so, if we're not positive, we might run into that person having a worse day and say something negative, and that may push them over the edge. That's something that I haven't thought about lately, but there was a time when I had a really good friend who isn't with us anymore, and he was having a bad time in his life. And my foot's falling off the pedal. And I was just having a bad day one day, and I went over there and talked to him about my bad day. And I knew he was having a hard time himself. I just didn't know how hard a time he was having. And so I went over there and talked about all these bad things that were having me down, got me down, and he listened. I really didn't think of enough things to lift him up, enough things to say that would lift him up. And so, a few days later, I didn't see him after that, and a few days later I heard that he had committed suicide. And so I thought, if I just said something positive, I had plenty of positive things to talk about. If I had just focused on the good instead of the bad, he might still be here. I might still have my friend. I'm not blaming myself for what happened. It wasn't my fault. I may not have had any influence at all, but I may have, and so there's a lot of reasons to have a positive attitude. Not everybody's on the verge of suicide. But a lot of people are on the verge of success. And they just need to have a positive attitude to make that happen. And I've had a lot of success as a result of my positive attitude. It may not be as much as I want. I may not have done as much as I wish. But I still have enough success to share with everybody. So that's why I'm going to try to make a point of just having a positive attitude throughout all these bike rides. And just not talk about the bad things going on. Because none of y'all can do anything about any of those bad things. And I can't do anything for you by talking about anything bad that's happening in my life. So I'm just going to talk about good things, positive things. That can fill up a lot of time on these rides. And that's what I'm trying to do, get our minds right with these rides, not just our bodies right. So I appreciate you guys joining me. Got a lady with a baby stroller up here. She turned off. Inside Live Street. How's it going? Good. So, we're almost halfway through the ride, through the bike ride. Whew. I get some funny looks with this camera on the front of the bike because it sticks out about 6 feet in front of, from this point out, about 6 feet. Little camera out there on the end of a mop handle. So people watch for a while, they're trying to figure out exactly what it is. I think most of them figure out pretty fast it's some type of recording device. All right, we're halfway there. Yappy dogs. I call those little yappy dogs rat dogs because they're the size of rats. They remind me of rats. I'm a big dog person. I like big dogs. All right. On our way back, we've gone over 1.5 miles at this point. Whoa, there goes my foot. Fell off the pedal again. Put it back on. It's getting cooler and cooler. The leaves aren't falling off the trees yet, but it is technically fall. Fall has begun. People are putting their pumpkins and gourds and Halloween stuff out. Pretty soon Halloween will be here and then it'll be gone. And then we'll keep those pumpkins around for Thanksgiving. And then we will give thanks for days like today. Everybody will do it at the same time. Be on the same page about it. We should be thankful all year round. All year round. But we're not. It's hard to be. Things don't go perfectly. And we're not thankful for what did go right, oftentimes. Thanksgiving, that's the day we remember. To be thankful for whatever. Being alive. Being together. Alright, so you gotta get out of the way of this vehicle. Yeah, the Gainesville Leopards football team. It's hard to talk about anything positive and talk about them in the same sentence because they haven't won a game at all this year yet. But I can tell you, it's not because of the kids. Those kids are very positive, very athletically talented. Some of the most gifted kids that have ever come through this community. And I know because I've coached a lot of them in summer track. I know for a fact that they're talented enough to win some games. And so I don't want anybody getting down on them. I hear people who are making money in various positions, authority, blaming the children for their shortcomings. And I don't like that at all. Those kids are talented. They should be winning. It's not their fault that they're not winning. We've got the talent here right now. We just don't have anybody smart enough in positions of leadership who know how to mine that talent. They don't know what's going on. So that's a big problem we have in our community. But we need a positive solution for all these positive, gifted children. Kids, men, young men and women, 16, 18 years old. They have the talent to win, and so they need the guidance to realize their potential. potential. I don't see a lot being done to put that guidance in place. I see a lot of finger pointing. How's it going? Good, thank you. A lot of finger pointing at them, which is sad because they're so young they don't realize that they're talented yet. So we need to get some people in there who can see that talent and then bring it to the surface, make it work together, get some wins for the Gainesville Leopards. Yeah, because in my lifetime I've never seen it worse than it is right now. But I've also never seen more potential for that team to be great than I see right now, based on the talent that's there right now. I pay attention, a lot more attention than a lot of people in positions of leadership do, that's for sure. Okay, so we are going past, speaking of leadership, Civic Center, the Gainesville Municipal Building, where they are having a council meeting right now. There's about 6 cars parked in front of the building for about 6 or 7 council members. So hopefully they're getting something positive done. All right. Now we're about to hit the brick road again. The red brick road. Car in front of me. Brick road, we're on. The sun is setting. Lots of shade in the evening. The shade just grows and grows as the sun goes. Shadows get longer. The weather gets cooler. We got to get this done before it gets hard to see. Yeah, I get the most funny looks at this intersection, having you guys out there on that camera on the end of a mop handle. People are driving by real fast and they see that and they're just do a little rubbernecking. Alright, it's red. Okay, it's about to be green. It's green. Good thing, this car's right up on the stop the light. Around here, I think they're waiting for their children in their ballet class right now. Yep. A lot of kids in ballet class. Alright, so we're going through the intersection. Foot's falling off the pedal. Whoa, there it goes. Gotta put it back on. Oh, I gotta stay focused on my business. Yeah, I look up to wave at somebody or say hello, and that's when my foot falls off the pedal. So, try to keep it on and gotta stay more focused now as an amputee because I've gotta mentally force myself to have more control. Control that has to be, you know, through active thinking now, rather than just subliminal thinking or correctness, not even thinking, just doing things right without thinking. You gotta think now. Madison's back, driving her daddy's truck there. Right, so now almost, yeah, we're in the home stretch. Whoa, there goes the foot again, off the pedal. Hey. Yeah, so I wanted to just say hello to that guy, but then I looked down and my foot was coming off the pedal. So I fixed it first, got it in the right place, then I said hello. Gotta think. How are you doing? I don't know if this individual speaks English. I used to live in Mexico and they had those little carts all over the place. Like he's pushing around, selling ice cream. I don't know what he's selling out of the cart. But when I lived in Mexico, I lived in Oaxaca, La Ciudad de Oaxaca, Mexico, the city of Oaxaca, for about 2 months when I was in high school. And they had those carts full of water, food, candy, all over the place, all over town. At the time, there were about 600 million people living in that town, in the city of Oaxaca, which is the capital of the state of Oaxaca, far southern Mexico. Many indigenous populations in that part of Mexico. So I lived there for 2 months with my cousin Adam, Record Ray. We worked in a big coffee, they called it a beneficio de café. It was a big warehouse where farmers came with their trucks from out of the mountains with their coffee beans and cocoa beans and sesame seeds. So there are armed guards at this facility. Hey, how are you guys kids doing? Yeah, armed guards at this facility, at the gates. They had machine guns. And so they let us in every morning, and they let these trucks, various agricultural products come in. We would stick probes into all the bags, and sample what they had, and if we approved it, we'd unload it off the trucks, and store it for sale to Starbucks or wherever. Back then, that was, I think, before Starbucks was in, before the guys came up with Starbucks, but coffee was still a big deal. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I'm worn out, but I appreciate you coming on this ride with me. And so I'm going to put my leg into the free swing phase before I walk out there to where you are to turn this camera off. Beep, beep, okay. Now we have resistance, so my heel hits the ground, there's resistance, I don't fall. But thanks for coming along with me on this ride, and we'll do another one real soon. So have a great evening and rest of your day. Bye-bye.